What's up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers. It's going to be picking up where we left off last time from our Anatomist run. It's a new day for me. I don't remember exactly what was going to happen, but I know we had the watermill coming up. So our first... No. Is it our first legendary location with these guys? It is. No, it's not. Anatomists have already discovered the ancient statue. Somehow, the Oathtakers have not yet discovered any legendary locations. How are our brothers doing? We are in a rough way on a couple brothers. Looks like maybe primarily just Lucian. Now's a good time to switch over the helmet. That's perhaps a little bit better. For now. Okay, anything else? Anything else we want to do before we get going? I think there's an enemy nearby. Oh, that's right. 5 chosen. We can't fight 5 chosen. Maybe I said we could at the end of the last episode. I was wrong. Can we kill these guys? Yes. Can we kill them without losses? Not without a lot of tries. And I'm not going to waste your time doing that for the proposed value of maybe a couple weapons or a piece of armor that's super heavy. It's not worth it. If we fought 5 chosen in a location where we might get some legendary type loot, I would be down. But not an open field. Can't do it. Let's not do it. Alright. The water wheel totters at the hinges as its buckets dip and draw water. Attached to its side is a stone wall abode with a chimney piping bulbs of black. There are pelts and traps hanging outside on the walls, and an oaken chair sets on the porch. Its windows are too blurry to look through, but you can hear the mill inside rising and churning with wooden groans. Drawing your sword, you step up to the porch and open the door. A man welcomes you in the first and only room there is. He's standing beside the mill well, running his hand through the grains. He is an elderly fellow, yet of modest stature, as though time had no warrant for his posture or abilities. There is a sword hilt hanging above the fireplace. Its glint is unmistakably rich, and the old man regards your stare with a warm smile. Only those who are worthy may have the hilt of the reproach of the old gods. You, stranger, are not. Yeah, do not try to force this old man. You instead should ask him what would make me worthy. The reproach of the old gods is, trying to think real quick, probably the best weapon in the game. I'm going to minor spoilers in 3, 2, 1. It shoots lightning. It's essentially, it's a lightsaber. It does like AoE damage. It's pretty sick. It's like a noble sword on steroids with lightning damage that chains from enemy to enemy. I think up to 3 times. Very strong. Definitely helps you in the very late game. I would recommend getting the sword before you do the monolith or the library. That way you have that kind of advantage before you do that. Would highly recommend. What would make me worthy? The old man stares into the mill. His hand rises up, and a swarm of grain revolves around his fingertips like bees around the buds of sugarcane. My only son departed to slay the great beast. His squire returned the hilt to me, but the blade was gone. Avenge my son, and you shall be worthy yet, stranger. You ask where the beast is, and the man puts his hand into the mill work again. If only I knew. I trust you will find out, sellsword. Your feet suddenly slide back across the floor into the porch and onto the grass. The door slams in front of you and won't be opened again. Seems you've unwittingly taken up a quest, or perhaps one to keep on the side. Yeah. So basically, we need to kill a bunch of unhold, find some witches, destroy the Kraken, come back. There's a little bit more of a secret ending to that I won't spoil, even though the Kraken's a pretty big get. Huge boss battle. But yeah, there's an ending to this that could be surprising, and I don't want to spoil it. But very fun. How's our inventory? Still good. I'd like to take this fight, if we may. But we're not going to take fights at night. Health is a little better. Brother's less injured. Good. And let's just hope this is something we can contend with. 9 enemies. Okay. Looks like primarily raiders. And they're fortified. So we're going to almost certainly have to step forward. We're not shooting or anything. I want to see how they move. If they step back, that's one thing. If they step forward, that's another. That was a lot of movement just to protect this dude. We'll step here. Ah, good cover behind the bush. I didn't realize. We'll shoot into here. Damn. And we'll move forward slowly. There's a guy here. We know. We just were shooting to try and make him reveal himself. And as we move, we just make sure we're saving space for our bros. That was exactly how we drew it up. Wow. Getting lucky with the shots, and I'm not mad at it. Lucian doesn't really need to be a part of this fight, but if he gets a chance to flank, we'll take it. Whoa, whoa. Not sure how that happened. Must have accidentally switched his weapons out somehow. That's alright. Step in here onto the bush. See if we can get lucky with a 20%er. Someone let me know in the comment section that you can get rid of Dastardly. You just have to have someone in your company who has Brave as a trait. And then an event may ensue that in turn gives your brothers a little bit of bravery and has them lose that trait. We're going to go ahead and yell here. Help out Alexander. Rally him a little bit. And I think based on our last shot, we feel like we have a bit of the advantage here. Wow. And a lucky miss into a kill. Would like to get this crossbow. I think Alexander needs a crossbow. Excuse me while I hit you in the head with this horrific weapon. He just misses too much. He needs the aid. Oh, I didn't even realize they're both tier 2 crossbows. That's great. The power of the handgun, guys. Do not doubt it. Erling has done so much damage already this battle, and it has barely even started. And we're going to jump in with Aerosol. Bluebell is going to get that spear out. He's going to go put pressure on the crossbowman. And it's safe now to move with Lucian. Probably best just to get the pole hammer out. Step here. This guy wants to run. I'm going to keep Willibald here. Everyone else can go and help this other fight. Nah, I'll stay on the high ground. Yeah, we need to expect to get hit by something here. That sucked. The odds weren't great of us getting hit. Very nice. Very nice. And there we go. The crossbow's shut down. That's the main thing. We'll step down here. And we still have one gentleman who is not locked down. Go for the stun. Jump in here. Perfect. Get more behind a shield, even though no one can shoot at us. So I guess it doesn't really matter. Just good. Sometimes it's good to play. Yeah, he still had a shot in the chamber. It's good to, so it did matter. It's good to play as if the AI is very dangerous. That way, when the time comes where they are very dangerous, you're still making the right plays. Let's see if we can get lucky. Excellent. Down they go. Beautiful. And a nice easy fight for us to start the day. Was hoping for a little bit of good loot, and we did get some good loot. I mean, I love to see a mail patch. Free attachments is always nice. A worn mail shirt, patched mail shirt, and a nasal helmet, I think, are upgrades for some brothers. As well as a crossbow. Some additional supplies that we know we need. Crappy food that we don't want to eat, we can get rid of. There's definitely stuff in our inventory. You know what? I need these if I'm going to switch over to the crossbow. Knife, damage bludgeon, knife, antler, rotten shields. This is all interchangeable. This is fine. We'll dump the rest of it. It's probably a good idea for us to upgrade our wagon now. We're currently rocking a good bit of cash. We can afford it. Who had the janky setup? I think it was Shay Teasy. Yes. Somehow his stuff got switched out. And then Alexander here is not an archer bro. Not yet. So the time has come for him to become a crossbow bro. And actually add some DPS to our company. Boom. Just like that. Good deal. And then the mail patch, we can give that to someone. Check out the armor we currently are rocking. I know we have some padded leather. We even have some leather lamellar. This is a decent piece. It's 110. Someone in the front line needs this. We'll give it to Grump. Bluebell, switch out. Basically looking to see what's the best piece of armor we have that doesn't have an attachment. And it is the one we just picked up. And we'll give it to it. Boom. Just like that. Now it's a 130. Pretty decent piece of armor for Grump. And then this needs to go on someone in the back here. We'll give it to Leanhard instead of repairing that armor. And then this helmet. Hook up Shay Teasy, and then this one here. There we go. And we're nearly out of padded leather. That's great. Military picks are probably worth repairing for selling purposes. What is our tool situation like? We're rocking some pretty good tools. That's what she said. Anyway, Bluebell here. Let's grab Berserk. I want that 4 in fatigue. That's a no-brainer. I'll take this 4 in resolve just because it's a natural good roll. We're going to put him up to the 50 resolve mark that I talk about that I like. I wish this was even a 3 in melee skill because I would happily take it. Because it's not, I'm going to take a 4 in range skill. And just continue to make Bluebell a decent kind of sword and board character. His defensive stats are great. Considering, I mean, the guy's a tailor, for gosh sakes. For gosh darn sakes. And then, as far as upgrading our wagon, it's $5 grand. We're going to want to do this eventually. I'm going to pull the trigger on it now. It's 27 more spaces. I didn't realize it was quite so many. I thought it was like 21 or so. But here we go. And we did it. And the next upgrade is 10 grand. And that was a huge chunk of money, but it's an investment for our future. And with that, boom, 27 more spaces. Love to see it. And that'll allow us to carry more consumables, more potions of different varieties, more grenades, more throwing weapons, more things to interchange, to have more tools available to us in all different types of fights and scenarios. So it's great. If we could run these Chosen into another enemy, or into some allies from a city, that would be huge. And then look what we found here. The Herbalist Grove. Another legendary location in the middle of nowhere. Oh no, never mind. I thought this was something totally different. Alright, strike that, reverse it, flip it around. This is not what I thought it was. So there's the Witch's Hut. There's the What's it called? It's the place where you find the Irrijock. It's like a lake. That's what I thought it was. I was looking at this, and I thought it was something else. Apologies, guys. It is not a thing. Hilarious. But I was wondering, I was like, why didn't we get paid? We just found the Herbalist Grove. It's not a thing. But Tandorf, we have discovered. Please don't suck, Tandorf. Okay, they have a Fletcher. That's not nothing. And some contracts for us, because we need some. It's been a hot second since we were anywhere worth being. And this is not a good place to sell. It's a decent place. For some reason, they have some very cheap ammo. Probably because of the Fletcher. So we'll buy a ton of it. It's 150 we just snatched up. Could buy more. They've got a heavy crossbow and a warbow. I don't think we have anyone in our company who's going to even potentially be a bow user at this point. But yeah, not selling anything yet. Hires. Wow, lots of killers. What's the deal with that, man? Disappearing villagers. I think I know why. Let's see what's up with these contracts, though. Monstrosities. Taking children and dogs. Okay. They're spiders. Now, we did something like this before, and we couldn't get it done. Let's see what this contract is. Okay. This is a travel mission. $25 heads, 83 crowns apiece. To Weisendorf, Felsberg, and then back to Tandorf. Let's see where that is. Okay. So it's a little circuit of places we've already been. I'm more so hoping to explore places I haven't been. I want to follow some of these roads this way. I'm down to kill a small amount of spiders because we don't have the spider potion yet. So I'm going to accept this contract. And I even want... Man, I've been really considering what to give Lucian. And I think one of these potions... I think this potion here, the Potion of Malevolence, is one we can give him. I just want to make sure I'm giving the right potions to the right people. So I am going to hold off still. But I want you guys to know I'm thinking about it. Let's see how many webnecks we're talking about here. 20? The forest is the best place to fight them. One of the problems that we had fighting them last time was that we were in open field so they could surround us. We probably have a better chance here where we have alleys and pathways. The webneck nest is silent and the clatter of the company's arrival seems apocryphal, with the chink and clink of metals distinctly sharp in their trespass. You find a man hanging upside down from a tree, his whole body cocooned save his face, which is stretched and pulled by the filaments. He asks you cut his eyelids free of the webbing, which you oblige. His lids slowly close, the crust of the dry eyes cracking close for the first time in possibly days. But then they snap open and the man screams. The cocoon bubbles at his waist and rips apart, a sputtering of tiny black spiders flooding out. The man's body jolts violently around as the swarm consumes him, his gargle screams rife with the skittering of spiderlings which fills his lungs, and which he coughs out in dying fits. Horrified, you step back only to see a throng of much larger spiders emerging from around the trees. Charge. This should be a pretty sweet fight. Oh no. They gave me like ambush status. This is... Alright, this is bad now. This is no longer good or fun. And some of our brothers are like way out there in a place where I can't even get to them. This is terrible. What the hell, game? The game thinks I'm at like superhuman strength levels and I'm still wearing padded leather. It's quite frustrating. Oh, man. There's like, and Rashid here is just out in the open. There's certain movements we have to make. And certain movements we can't make. We don't have rotation on our brothers. So, like... Not fun. Not fun at all. So we need to make space. We're going to wait here. I'd like to get Wilhelm down and onto this location. God damn, we're blocking a little bit though. That's good. That's fine. I mean, that's the best we could do, I think. That'll work. And that gives space for Shatizi to jump out. But this is not good. Our backliners are in the front. But with a little high ground gun support, even from Wilhelm, who's not the best, we could be fine. And Arizel, I would love it if him and Hayen could switch places, but I might have messed this up a little bit, who knows. I probably should have left Hayen back. But yeah, these dudes are in a lot of trouble. Especially now that we're getting wrapped up. One good option is to always, like, break them via scaring. We could break their morale, but they're spawning so many, and we haven't killed almost any of them yet. That's good, but our damage is reduced because of the webbing. Could try to get to one of those eggs or something. Yeah, not having rotation here is killing me. I was about to say, another kill would be great. We didn't get much from it. We just gotta survive here. We've got some poison on us. Step in there. We're stepping in basically just to bait Lucian. But if they hyper-focus Alexander here, this is all moot. Going for the high ground, guy. We've got to keep this clear. God, do we have triple poison down here now? Or at least double. And they got past my spear wall and webbed me. Feels bad, man. Any brother in the back needs to change their job to just freeing other brothers. Yeah, Lucian's just gonna charge in. Nice. First things first, let's get you out of there. We'll wait. Good hit. I mean, 37's not an unreasonable chance to take. Yeah, we needed both of those kills. Absolutely had to have them. We're struggling to make a dent, and the numbers are going to get higher. Can put Shayteezy in a potential 1v1 situation. Could be worth it to try and jump out with hand, but if we just get hit, we'll feel like an idiot. But being able to switch him out with Aerosol would be clutch. This would be a good position if these were just shield bros. And we know they're still feeling confident because they're running forward instead of backwards. Yeah. And Alexander's going to die. He's poison. Alright, we hit something. Beautiful. Okay, a little bit of fleeing here. It's a rough miss. We broke free, but now look, we died to the poison. I wish the poison didn't last forever. Yeah, 2 more turns. It feels like it lasts forever, though. Get the big surround here. We break free. I would like to step that way. How many turns does Alexander have left? I don't know because he keeps getting perpetually repoisoned. I need to check it. Alexander's poisoned for 2 more turns. Yeah, he's dead. And there's no way around it. We could try this fight again. And hope to not get such a bad, like, arrangement. We were able to pull some defenses together, but yeah, super dead. All it took was 1 weak link. Really just trying to target the spiders who... Damn, for real? The spiders who are around Alexander, but it doesn't matter anymore. He's dead. And that's going to give them confidence we don't want them to have. I would like to reload and try this again. I think we got kind of screwed on the start there. A fight that should have been great for us because we're fighting in the forest turned out to be terrible for us because we got ambushed. Well, yeah, and now it's totally different. Now we're fighting together. I will say this though, this is also a very weird forest location because the land around us is completely open. So if our company was very ranged based, this would just be another disadvantage or disadvantageous type map. This is basically just an open map. You know what? They do have some nice spots here for hiding our ranged bros. I don't hate that. This is kind of interesting. I haven't thought this through completely yet, but let me see here. I don't like this high ground position. I think it's kind of messing up the formation that I'm envisioning. I meant to put him here and him here. I got a little confused for a sec. Something like that. Like that. And our backliners are very well protected. And then even like Alexander, them stepping in here, I don't care. They're not getting the advantage of the high ground. We're getting a concave, more surface area, and also Alexander's probably going to want to fight in melee regardless. Every time I say regardless or irregardless, all I can think of is the George Lopez comedy special from when I was a kid, where he talks about, just look up George Lopez, it probably is like irregardless, the way he says it. He talks about how it's like a word I think his grandpa uses but doesn't know how to use, so he always says it wrong. It's a good bit. Pretty good bit. So this is an interesting formation. We've got our backliners kind of semi-protected by the trees. A little bit of exposure here, a little bit of exposure there. The high ground we've made irrelevant, except for ourselves, because of the spacing. And Alexander is just, man, he's just not an archer of any variety. But here's the crux of everything right now. We have to hit. We have to kill things. Even that was absolute trash. Even that wasn't great. If I'm being like nitpicky. That was terrible. Like, we've got to kill things. Like right now. This turn. This is such a good setup for us that we can't afford to waste it. And every time we get an opportunity to remove webbing, we need to. Beautiful. That was making up for all the badness. Got a 41 here, 41 there. Truly doesn't matter. 32, 22. Nice. Not mad at any of that. This is such a good formation that we have. To waste it would be terrible. And keeping them off of the webbing is super important because it forces them to do it again. We'd rather them spend a turn webbing us than hitting us. If we had to choose. Web sucks, but we'd rather them do that than hit us. And if they jump in and all they do for their turn is web, 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 and we hit, we probably turn the tide in that turn. And just like this, they jumped in and they got one hit off in that whole turn. And now they're going to spend a lot of their time trying to flank us. And they're not going to be able to do that very well. Now, we have to turn the tide here. This turn has to be Kill City. And Hayen hasn't landed a shot yet. Feels bad, man. Erling is our gunner. He needs to land shots. Damn. Uncharacteristically bad attacks from him. And from several other bros. Wilhelm totally disappointed us. Our big boys like Lucian and stuff, we can't afford to have them miss. I'm getting a little worried because this is not going as according to plan as I would like. That was fine, that was fine. Bluebell, killing it. Grump, killing it. Step in there for the extra kill. Beautiful, I don't mind it. Put the fear of the Grump into them. What kind of numbers are we dealing with? They still have 20 left. Okay. But we did what we had to do. We cleared them out once again. It looks like more of the fight is happening up here. We'll step here with Hayen to cover a little more ground. And we've barely taken any damage. I don't like that Leonard is out here on the flanks with his pierced arm muscles. That's kind of problems. And if we could step up and take this high ground now, I would. But I can't. All I can do is give them the high ground, sadly. Okay, webs. Whatever. Just got to keep clearing. Can't let them establish themselves in front. And a couple hits on our frontliners is absolutely fine. Nice, he bled to death from the cleaver hit. A little poison we can deal with. I don't think Alexander's landed a single hit this battle. Heian redeems himself with a nice shot. That would have been huge as a 35%. That would have been a nice hit for him. Okay, at least one hit is okay. We switch it out. We try to help here. We didn't get it. Damn. Okay. Lucian, you're in the fight now. Beautiful. And I'm going to go for the swings here with the hope that Grump can follow up and finish. That was pretty bad. Alright. Aracel's going to hold this entire flank. Oh, we're too tired. That's not good. Get him, Grump. Yes. Very good. Gonna rally. Didn't help. Got a little bit of a situation developed here. They still have 21. Yeah, we're gonna reinforce up here. I think that's where a lot of the nests are. We got to get them unwebbed too. And then being able to reset the poison feels pretty bad. 39%, and we smash them with our Spider Smasher. Go team. Come on, 36%? Okay, I'll take that. I don't know if we're going to get any more spiders from that direction. So let's start moving north. Alright, we broke free from the web. Let's get Grump in there. Rashid gets out of the web. That's good. I think a kill there is more important than getting out of the web. We don't want Leonhard to take any damage. Or potentially Bluebell. But we do need to get him out of the web. Things just didn't go quite as well for us up top this turn. This is great, though. Recognizing this position, moving back the way we did was such a clutch part of the success that we're having right now. And they're still not scared. There's still 18 of these bad boys. And they're looking to give Grump the business. They got a triple surround on him. Nice, we needed that miss. Bluebell, however, is looking rough. Let's get in there. I'll go for the 64. Leonhard just can't hit anything, man. And because of the damage reduction, we did not get that kill. Instead of shooting, I'm just going to try to get Lucian out. We have nowhere to go with Aracel. Yeah, without rotation, formation just a little terrible. A kill there would have been more important, I think, than freeing him. Damn, didn't get the kill. Alright, we in there. Move up here to support there a little bit better. Come on. Come on, Bluebell. Hold it. They should be close to routing. I say as they jump in completely to attack Bluebell. The only thing saving him is the high ground. I'm sweating. Not good. And that's it. He's dead. Super duper dead. Oh, man. Yeah. Leonhard really is the one that let him down. Landing no attacks that may have saved him. And not having any antidote in our company also kind of sucks. Jump in there. Yeah, there are no shots to be taken. If they would stop coming for a turn, we could have maybe, like, stepped over, something like that. 3 more turns, he loses 15 hit points, he's dead. Maybe he'll survive with a small injury or something, I don't know. I'd like not to lose Bluebell. He's a good bro, who also happens to have stone skin. To get that back, we'd have to go kill more Ifrits. I mean, and now Grunt looks like he's gonna die, so... What the hell, game? Treating webnecks like they're the easiest enemy in the world. And then our brother's whiffing like crazy. Can't catch a break. And his final act was to get a kill, like a champion. Alright, bros, don't die. And they're still coming forward. I think, yeah. Wow. That kill gave them more confidence. What a grind. This might end up having to be another one of those fights I take off camera just because I don't have the time right now, sadly, to keep going. I gotta go do the passport stuff that I talked about yesterday. It's gonna be a bit of a chore. And then I gotta spend an unbelievable amount of money on plane tickets to Italy. But at least I'm buying them enough in advance that it's not too expensive. Too expensive? Ugh. I just keep telling myself it's worth it, it's worth it, it's worth it. And with that, the fight is over. I think Grump is going to survive his poisoning. We've still got one spider who wants some. Two, actually. There's another one up here. Yeah, he's good for one more turn. Scare the spider, please. Oh, man. Actually, I need to get on my phone real quick and make sure I'm in the queue. I gotta pick my kids up from school in like 20 minutes. And then meet my ex-wife at the place, finish filling out a little bit of paperwork, write some checks, and then even still I have to cross my fingers and hope that I get the passport in time to go on the trip that my family just forgot to mention was back on. Multiple layers of frustration. Get a triple surround here. Quadruple surround. Come on, Bluebell. Pull through, man. We're barely even getting paid for this, by the way. For how difficult this fight was. This fight is one of those fights that's kind of on the edge of our limits of ability. This is about as difficult of a fight as we can take without sustaining major losses. And the game gave us almost nothing for it, which shows that there's a little bit of, like, unbalance here. Alright, with him running, he's just going to get hit. No more use of footwork to get out of a tight spot. I don't even know if we get experience for the summons. I know we don't get items. It's over. Come on, Bluebell. He is still alive with only a missing ear. Thank goodness. With a story to tell of the time he managed to survive the battle with the Webnecks. And for our trouble, we pick up Venom Blood. Immune to poison effects, including those of Webnecks and Goblins. That's awesome. As any experienced beast hunter could tell you, what makes the overgrown arachnids known as Webnecks truly fearsome is their vicious poison. Well, no longer. Whoever drinks this potion need not fear the creature's venom again. And I think we know who earned that one. Let me just look at Bluebell real quick and make sure he's not someone who's a candidate for an even better potion. I don't know if I want to do more than 2 potions per bro. The spiders defeated, you have the whole godforsaken place burned and ready to return to Edgel of Tandorf. As the fires rise. Try to do that in a Bane voice. The fire rises. Tiny spiderlings come running out with their bodies aflame like fireflies in the night. A few sellswords take up an impromptu game of seeing who can squash the most, an affair which ends with a particularly ambitious spiderling almost setting a mercenary's pants alight. This makes me think of, is it Genghis Khan? Who would use birds to, like, set cities on fire? Look that up if you ever get a chance. Some ingenious warfare stuff. Okay. Let me look at Bluebell real quick. Bluebell, where are you, homie? He has the stone skin, so he has natural armor, which is pretty sweet. With 1 HP, the man survives. And you know what? I am down to give him the Venom Blood and make him immune to poison. He earned that. You gotta earn your Venom Blood around here, man. Let's go back to Tandorf. We got plenty of levels we could spend. That's good. But what this is going to cost us in tools and supplies is just terrible. They also give us a little extra thank you of cured venison. That's nice, considering they pay me almost nothing for this. And then this contract here is nice and easy, but only if we kill things. I'd much rather just head north. And try to get some stuff done that way. And let me see. I really do need to see about checking into this app here. Might take me a hot second. It's actually pretty convenient. I'm not going to talk crap on the app. The problem is why the passport situation. Let me make sure I put my phone number in there right. Why the passport situation is so screwed in San Antonio is because they consolidated everything. Oh God, it got way worse. Oh no, okay. It got worse because they consolidated everything. So all the locations in the city that used to help you do it, there's only one now for everyone. I have the passport photos, I have the photo ID, proof of citizenship, I have the DS Form 11, and I have the fees payable. We're good. Damn. I should have done this. I waited to do it to try to time it to be convenient to my ex who's coming with me. However, I may have waited like 30 minutes too long because the wait went from being an hour and a half, which was almost perfect. I was just trying to time it, to now the wait is like 3 hours. Which is no longer perfect, but still very much doable, just not perfect. Okay. And I've still got like 10 minutes. Okay, good. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Lean hard here. I'm so aggravated by your performance, Lean Hard. You disappointed me the highest degree in our last battle. I do want to give you Crippling Strikes Executioner, as we have been doing for fun. However, in the comment section, people have been saying fast adaptation is something I need to look at, and you're absolutely correct. Our brothers really need it. It's better the more attacks you can do. But I think maybe even for both of our companies, but certainly for our... Oh, no. I was confusing them again. This is our Anatomist run. We're doing Backstabber, not Crippling Strikes Executioner. He could use Backstabber, but as a ranged guy, it's not as necessary. However, fast adaptation for our Anatomist run, I think, would be great. So it increases your chance to hit after you miss, and then when you hit, it resets. So when your brothers have really low stats, fast adaptation is a great pickup, and I think I will start the trend here, and it'll help me to remember to do that as we switch and as the days go back and forth between one company and the next. Who's who? As you can see there, I already got a little bit confused who's doing what. But fast adaptation on pretty much all of our bros could be a good idea. We have a few bros like Grump. Grump's already at 80 melee skill, right? He might not need fast adaptation. Same thing with Shayteezy. However, we've got bros that are shooting like 44s here, and that's just terrible. So we like to get that pumped up. Here, we'll take a 3 in melee defense and a 2 in maximum fatigue, as well as a 3 in range skill. And until his pierced arm muscles heal, he's not going to be that great. Hayen here still doesn't quite have a spot. I'm tempted almost to get rid of him. His greedy is pretty bad. His stats are, he's meant to be a frontliner for sure. We're just kind of hedging our bets with him until then. Could just grab something like rotation on him, but let's grab fast adaptation on him as well. And then later on, we'll probably grab Berserk. He's going to be a frontliner. And I'm not going to pretend he won't be. So let's take the 3 in fatigue, the 3 in melee defense, and it's between a 2 in melee skill or a 3 in resolve. Since he's holding the banner, the 3 in resolve now feels fine, especially considering we want to get it to 50 anyway. But I'm going to take this 2 in melee skill. If he's going to be useful at all, he needs to get there. Wilhelm, we're going to take Berserk. Take the 2 in range skill. The 3 in fatigue. And I'm going to take a 4 in range defense. Not great rolls. I don't feel too bad about the things that I took, but I'm also not super happy about them either. So I don't feel any need to go to Weisendorf. Oh, they have a taxidermist. Damn, I was hoping they had a road that went north here. But instead we're going to go to Schweighof. Let's get on the mountaintop, see what we can see. Really, no locations, huh? Was hoping to get paid for some location spotting. But an armor could be good. There might be a piece we want. We definitely want some tools as well. And armors usually have tools. And if we're going north, we can't expect to get like amazing sell prices. Wait, let me check. Let me do a little due diligence here. Rich veins. They're experiencing an inflation of prices. Let's grab... We want the food. Yeah, I'm going to sell everything. Going north, the odds of us finding a location that's better than this, pretty low. You'll have seen that the shield was saying 17, which is a decent series of prices. I'm not willing to sell quite everything yet. I do need to do a little bit better of a inventory accountability before I just pull the trigger on selling everything. We do have quite a bit of taxidermy materials at the moment. I'm going to sell some of them just because I know I don't need them all. And with that, we're back up to 12 grand. See what's in the armor. I was going to say, I would probably buy a Saleh helmet if they had them. The prices here are quite okay for these reinforced male hauberks, which are decent early game pickups if you can get them early game. Some 210s. If I bought these now, they would last a long time on in our company. For now, they'd be frontline armors, and then later on, they'd go to, like, crossbowmen and stuff in the back. And I could buy both of them right now, the pair of them for a decent price. Damn, that's tempting. The only thing that keeps me from pulling the trigger right away is that they don't fit the ambition that requires you to get armor that's good for 230 and above. So we miss out a little bit there. Yeah, it's hard, but I'm not gonna pull the trigger on that. Feels bad, man. There is a Saleh helmet. What was I looking at? I'm gonna buy it. That's the best archer helmet in the game. We have no archers, but we will. And in the meantime, you want to pick these up when you can because they're hard to find. See, that's a 110. This is a 120, but it's the fatigue that's what's great. And if we have an archer bro, like we've got a nomad helmet still on him, so that's great. Give that to Alexander. So that's like an investment in our future, just like these would be. But I'm not sold on them, and I don't even know if we need that dagger. But I don't mind holding on to an extra one in case we pick up another bro. We just equip him right away. What's the bro situation looking like here? Militia, probably the best background. We need to buy some medicine. And we're going to buy all their tools. And a little bit of their ammo. Because we can, and because where we're going, we don't know what it's going to look like. Situation could be pretty dire. Alright, they want me to go to Felsberg. Southeast. I'll decline that. I want to go north. Let's find one more city before we finish for today. I see some undead running by. Alright, we've got some potentially dangerous roads we're heading on to. Nice! Dunkelberg. Dunkelberg. Makes me think of... Is it Dinkelberg from Fairly Odd Parents? God, I haven't seen that in a long time. Man, look at the... With the cash in the bank, gas in the tank, we could buy some serious weaponry if we wanted. This Warhammer and Noble Sword, in particular, the other Great Sword, really kind of like winking at me. Now, scale armor and sellsword armor in particular, I'm very interested in, as well as these double lamellar harnesses. Now, this place has the loot. These lamellar harnesses might be getting purchased, y'all. Especially if we can get just a little more cash. God, I love warbows. Look at the price of this Oathtaker. And look at his background. It just screams Oathbringer. Oh god, we know what the title of this episode is going to be. You're in, Helfrich. I don't even need to... What else do I need to see? And he comes with his own billhook, which is like half the price of this. Get in here, Helfrich, you legendary monster. You, sir, are hired. What do you look like? What are you doing? Hate for the undead. Bonus resolve when fighting them. And he's swift. Still has, you know, bad range defense as pretty much all knights do. Super high initiative and fatigue. Decent hit points to start. He comes with a decent set of armor for him. Good melee skill. All around good brother. Very worth. Much wow. With the bill hook? Yeah, I think he just rocks that. Until we find something better. And his armor's fine for now. Also, great piece of armor. Little heavy, maybe. Could put some heraldic shoulder plates on that. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it. What a sick way to end the episode. A certain primitive? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you trying to get me to kill a barbarian king? Oh my god, he wants me to kill a barbarian king. Okay, we'll need some time to think about that. The payday on that is incredible. But see what I'm saying? The game wants me to kill sword masters, like 40 webnecks, and barbarian kings, and we're still rocking padded leather. And like ancient dead helmets. We haven't even had our first flipping major world event yet. Anyway, y'all, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Brett, channel's Good Talk Gaming, and as always, y'all, I'll see you in the next one. Later, guys. Definitely let me know what you think in the comment section about the Barbarian King situation, because I may want to try this for that amount of cash. Also, what we should do with our new brother, and any name suggestions you have for him. That's it, guys. Later, y'all.